Hey beautiful friends, what's up and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Miriam. I'm an actor and content creator based here in New York City, and today we're going to be talking about 4 simple ways to get back on track. I'm sure you've seen so many of these videos by now. I wanted to share very briefly just 4 things that I always do to help me kind of reset. You can do this now, you can do this at any time. I'm someone that truly believes you can start fresh and start a new routine whenever, but I totally get the energy of the new year. I also want to share some things that I will not be doing in 2023. There's so many goals and things that people put out there. I also think it's important to reflect on the things that you don't want or that you don't want to do anymore in this new year. So if you're curious to know what they are, just keep on watching. The first thing that I will not be doing in 2023 is thinking that I have to go at everyone else's pace. I think this whole idea of new year, new me is great. As I said before, like the energy of it, like I get it. I get how you can get caught up in that. However, I also think that it can be very overwhelming and you can quickly start to feel like you're already behind in the new year. Like everyone's posting what they're doing January 1st. First workout of the year, first this, first that. I have to remember, and I want you to remember as well, that you can take your time to do things. If you don't feel it yet, you know what I mean? If you don't feel that thing yet, it's okay. You don't have to. Go slow, go at your own pace. This is not a race. It's better to break things up in small little tasks, small little goals, instead of overwhelming yourself thinking that you have to do all of these things at one time, or as they say, hit the ground running. You don't have to hit the ground running. You can hit the ground crawling if you need to, because I know I have been. The second thing that I will not be doing in 2023, I love my solo dates. They're usually on Sundays, and I kind of fell off in September. Birthdays, holidays, whatever, you get thrown off track. But in 2023, I do not want to not schedule my dates. I want to honor the time that I set aside for myself, whatever day that is, whatever time that is. But I also want to get better at like planning the activities that I want to do. So thinking ahead of time about where I want to go, making a reservation. Like I want to get more into like arts and crafts. I want to do a sip and paint or just a paint. I really want to get into pottery. Looking for those classes, looking for those events that are happening so that I can book them in advance. That's already paid for. I don't have to worry about it. And I have a date for myself on my calendar that I will honor and not push aside. Of course, things can change if there's like a family emergency or an audition, but other than that, I truly want to honor my solo dates because they really are important to me, and I feel so much better, more confident, comfortable in spending time alone. And I think that's really, really important, especially in the society that we're living in that encourages you to like have FOMO. I don't want to have FOMO. Have JOMO, joy of missing out. Those are the only 2 things that I know of off the top of my head that I would definitely not be doing in 2023. And I think that those are like overarching, especially the first one, like thinking that I have to go at everyone else's pace. That's super overarching for any area of my life, and I think it's very fitting. Of course, as time goes on, I'll definitely add to that list of things that I will not be doing this year, but to start off, I think 2 is a good way to go. Now let's get into the tips. 4 simple ways to get back on track in 2023. The first thing that's super important and that I think everyone should do, and a lot of us overlook it, is to reflect back on the year before. So take the time to reflect on 2022. Think about, what did you accomplish? What are you really proud of? What were some of the struggles? What are some of the areas in your life that you want to improve on? Try to think of questions that will help you go a little bit deeper. And if you need help with this, you can also go on Pinterest. I'll link some of my favorite sites that list journal prompts for you in the description box. But really think about what you accomplished, what held you back and why. What are those areas that you want to improve upon? What are the goals that you want to continue working on in 2023? And what are the things that you want to leave behind in 2022? If the word goals is tricky for you, just think about intentions. Think about, what is your intention every single day? When you wake up in the morning, how do you want to feel? Write that down. I really had to reframe it for myself because I really got into this thing of like, I'm so tired from work. I don't want to do XYZ. Came across, I think it was like a TikTok, I don't even remember. It may have been on Pinterest or even Twitter, who knows? But someone said, do it for the future you. So I had to tell myself, do it for future Miriam. Future Miriam will think present day Miriam for the things that she did and the sacrifices that she made so that I can have the future that I want to have. Like, that's what we're working towards, right? Like, we'll have something that we want, something that we desire, something that we're really working towards. And I think it's really easy to let the day-to-day stuff get to us and hold us back from the little things that we could be doing. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be something small. So in other words, I really had to look at the positive in the most simple opportunities, because I think that the small things matter and they're constantly overlooked. And I think that that is where joy lives. I know that sounds super corny, but I'm a simple things person. Once you've reflected on 2022, then you want to take the time to write down what your goals are for 2023. These can be big or small. It really doesn't matter. These are your own personal goals. What are the things that you need to have in place to help you achieve that goal? That's why I want you to think about your goals. Write them down, but also think about what areas of your life, what systems and routines that you have that can be improved upon to help you achieve that goal, or what are the systems and routines that you need to develop, get into a better place, or just revise. Like for me, I know I need to revise a lot of things because my lifestyle is just different now. So take the time to really think about that. Once you have your goals down and your vision for 2023, now you can go on to the next part if you want to and create a vision board. I still have mine up from last year because mentally, like, I'm just not there yet to create my vision board for 2023. I did do a digital vision board though, and I have it on my phone. It's super simple. I just have a couple of images and quotes that reflect with my, what my goals are. But for me, I like the activity, the craft activity of making a physical board, so I still have to do that. The third thing is super simple, but again, we overlook the simple things, right? And that is to declutter. And when I say declutter, I literally mean everything. Think about the areas of your life that are kind of messy and just take the time to really get rid of the old, get rid of what is no longer serving you. Think of your closet, your skincare, hair care, your shower items, your shoes. Like, literally just make space for new things. When we do that with our physical things, with our belongings, I think that it's a ripple effect of all the other areas in our life that we want to bring more of the new in, even if it's just an energy type of spiritual whatever level. When I say declutter, I also mean digital. Go through your computer, look at the files that you have, pictures, documents, etc. If you work in social media like I do, I know your screenshots are a lot. Take the time to go through those screenshots and just get rid of them. Empty that trash, clear out those files, back up your laptop. Also do this for your phone. I know it's so hard to get rid of like certain things, especially when it comes, why are the screenshots so hard to get rid of, even like on the phone? I don't know. Clear that out. Also, digital decluttering means your social media. What platforms are you on? What platforms do you enjoy being on? Who are you following? Think about when you open up these platforms, what is it that you want to see? What is it that you want to feel? Follow those people, follow those accounts that give that to you, and just mute and unfollow everyone else. So declutter all areas of your life, including the digital space. Once you declutter, now you can get organized. So if you don't have a system in place, if you don't have a way to be organized and to plan your things, now is the time to do it. There are so many things that you can be using. I know digital planning is like huge now. I almost thought about doing that for this year, but I really like the act of writing things down in a certain color or highlighting it in a certain color. Like, I don't know, it's just my thing. Maybe I'll change and try digital planning in the future. But if that's not your thing, that's fine. Buy yourself a planner, buy yourself one of those like one sheets. It's like a daily task type of thing. They sell them on Amazon. Try to have a system that is going to be easy for you to follow and to keep up with. If that's not your thing, there's so many apps now. There's the To-Do app, there's Asana. I love Asana. There's Monday. People love Notion. I'm not there yet. I've tried it. It's like not my thing, but just find what you like and stick with it. If it's just post-it notes, it's just post-it notes. If it's just a notebook with a pen, then that's just what it is. If you're curious to know how I goal set, I've already done this for 2023. I didn't vlog it because I just really didn't want to think about setting up the camera and like all of that stuff. I just truly wanted to be in the moment and reflect on 2022 and, write down what I truly want for this year. And it's the same method I've used before, which is the 4-quadrant method. I will link that video here in the cards or in the description box. So if you want to watch it, you can check it out there. I really hope that you guys enjoy these 4 simple tips for how to get back on track for 2023. I want to know, what are the things that you will not be doing in 2023? Let me know in the comments. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.